Hey everybody, doing a little live chat. Haven't done one in a while, but I'm back. Actually, it's been like 2 weeks. So just like every live chat, I'm gonna give it some time for people to come on, say hello, um, all that good stuff. We're gonna happy holidays. Thank you, Bob. Um, if you guys have been loyal followers to the channel, you know that I had my van stolen. I didn't have it stolen; it was stolen. It's been 5 days now. So we're approaching oh no, it's been 6 days. It's been approaching a week. It'll be officially 1 week tomorrow morning. What's up, Lauren? Did you notice the sweatshirt, buddy? A little bit of swag. Lauren works for 10 Watt Solar. Hey everybody, thanks for everybody coming on. As always, I'm a little behind on the comments. They're a little delayed, but please bear with me. Setup question mark? Doc B, what do you mean? What do you mean, bud? How's the insurance claim going? It's funny you ask. I did that today, and I'm gonna talk about really the process of that. I have a vlog coming up about it this Sunday as well. I have been, truthfully, I have been like really like unmotivated to do anything, and it dawned on me today why that is, and that's because of the incident that happened. I feel like a sense of loss, and the last couple days I've just been like trying to like figure out a bunch of stuff. Like I have on my desk here, you guys are on my home desk, I have like this notepad right here, and that I write down a lot of stuff on that. So I've been like trying to brain dump, but I need to do more of that. This is also all of my receipts and paperwork. So like just all of that crap. This is my graph paper that I use for like designing stuff. So I'm kind of just been, down on the dumps, and that's why I've been like really unmotivated to do stuff. So it is what it is, and I'm going to deal with it step by step. Geo1, I wish I knew who jacked it, because if I did, we would not be having this conversation right now. They would be they'd be dealing with it, the ramifications of my wrath. That's a wrong way to put it, but the claim, Kim Jones, you just super chatted me, and I truly appreciate that. I usually will skip right to a super chat if somebody does that. Here's a little, thank you for my tequila. I am gonna go to the supermarket right after I'm done with this live. I realize that I have like no food, and I haven't eaten all day today. And I don't know if it's a depression thing. I don't know if it's like I am drained, but like I woke up, I got coffee this morning, and I just haven't done really much of anything else the rest of the day. And it's been like, I don't want to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you guys can relate, but I am so not that person. I am so the person that just is like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Like, let's do some stuff. And it just hasn't been the case. It really hasn't been. Like, Lauren, I read your comment just now. It says, keep your chin up. Like, I'm fine. I've accepted that. It's almost like a breakup. It's like, that good things to come. That's all there. I am in good spirits, but it's still a gut punch. For those that don't know, my van was stolen last Thursday, the 16th. I woke up and it was gone. I was making a police report 4 hours after the incident, and as I was making the report with the officer, the van drove past us, and it was kind of like, are you freaking kidding me? So I would go. I hope Marty isn't watching this right now, because I'm not like dogging on him, but I would have gone to my shop space to kind of work on some stuff to get my mind off of these things. But Marty has been using my shop space to kind of rebuild his van. And I just haven't been able to get down to my shop and really do just like an art. Like I'm probably Marty is going to be out of there, I think tomorrow. So I'm probably going to spend the weekend down at the shop. I know it's Christmas. I think Frankie Jr., you asked what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be spending it really by myself, and I probably with Mark. I might drive out to Bend, Oregon to spend it with Shane Dennis, that's been on my channel before. I'm not going back east, which is where my family is, and I have another brother in Boise, Idaho. I'm not spending it with any of them. I should drive out to Boise, but you'll see in the next vlog that I purchased a beater truck. It's a 92 Ford F-150. Parked in my garage, not I'm laughing about it now, not on the surface lot, which is where my van was taken from. So it is very much safe and secure inside of a garage. Like, ain't nobody getting into that thing. We can hang. I'm solo this weekend too. Yeah, I mean, Lauren, yeah, hit me up. But I think it might just be better for me, mentally, for me to just go down to the shop and kind of like just play around with pallets and kind of rip them apart and keep my hands busy and kind of do that kind of thing. I'm kind of looking forward to that, honestly. Like I've got the table that I'm on right now, which is my desk that I've posted a ton of pictures about. I'm gonna do another one, and I'm gonna do it for fun, and I'm gonna maybe sell it, through my website or Etsy or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll just post it online and just be like, who wants this thing? But I'm gonna make it the size for a lagoon, which is gonna be cool. You know, and I'm gonna try to do a new thing with it. So stay tuned for all of that. I again, it's not like I'm really upset that the last 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks towards this van build have been kind of a wash. Um, I'm not going to make that labor back unless it gets returned to me. But you know, I'm looking at it as this was a wake up call, and I'm excited to kind of move into 2 projects that I've been kind of put on the back burner because I've been scared to take them on. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do these other 2 projects. Let me see if I can catch up with some of your questions here, everybody. Oh, Lauren, you asked me about the insurance. Did they? Okay, so Chris Duvall, did they hotwire it? And then I'm going to get to the insurance. Where is this going? Are you going to dance for us? Cosmo 585. You know what? Sign off. You know what? I'm not even going to hold back anymore. I'm not going to swear on this, but there's an F word that I'm thinking of. All right. And there's a go and a yourself between them, or on the other ends of that F word. No, I'm not going to go dance. I mean, why would you say that? I'm literally pouring my heart out to you, and you come up with that BS. No, Chris Duvall, they did not hotwire it. It's actually really easy for anybody that has an older Ford Econoline that is building it out. Please do some security measures. This was preventable, but I also am in a very good neighborhood. Even Portland aside, right, of all the crime slash car theft, that aside, I'm in a great neighborhood. It shouldn't happen, period. But it's more rare being where I am, especially a 2005 Ford Econoline. But they're really easy to, once you get in them, they're not that hard to get into. But once you do get into them, they're really not that difficult to break the ignition and turn it over. So whoever asked that, I forget the name already, but the person that asked, yeah, it was really easy to kind of like just break ignitions. Lauren, you asked me about insurance claim. They called me today. So the first part of what you have to do, the process of everything for everybody that understands how you have to deal with a stolen vehicle, is you immediately have to create a police report. Once that report is done, then you get a case number. Then from there, you contact your insurance. You file the first part of the claim. with the case number because they have to contact the local police department, and then that is how they deal with it. Um, that claim is then filed. And they either go in right then, they either go into the rest of the claim, or in this case, what they'll do is they'll say, okay, we're going to assign a claim adjuster or somebody to handle this claim, and they will contact you, within the next 2 to 3 business days. I filed this on a Thursday. They didn't call me until today. Obviously, there's been a lot of recent. This is a hot time of year for stolen vehicles. And they contacted me today. We had about a 40-minute conversation about what was done, I was recorded. It was a recorded conversation for obvious reasons, all that good stuff. That was done today. From there, that's like, I guess, phase 2 or part 2. From there, they now, luckily for me, I documented the whole thing. I've got 8 episodes of the build. So they know exactly what was in it, how much of my labor was into it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get any of that in return. That won't be discussed until 30 days after this moment, because they give the police a window of time to find that vehicle. So right now they are in the process of that happening. And hopefully it does get returned to me and I don't have to deal with the rest of this, insurance crap. But if worst case, it doesn't, then we go through what the worth of the vehicle was and what was inside of it. Again, I was being very thorough in my documentation. And the person I spoke to, my claims person, actually said my description of what happened was extremely good. So I don't, I'm not hiding from anything. And we're going to go from there. So I'm probably not going to get another part 3 phone call until mid to late January. When that happens, I then have to wait probably another month, give or take, for a check to be sent out to me. So all in all, we're looking at about 60 days, give or take, for me to receive any type of money back from this situation. In the interim of all of that, I bought a truck to just kind of get me around town, maybe work on some projects. I'm going to be doing a lot more tours in the area, so I needed just some wheels. If the van gets returned to me, I'm going to park it at my shop, which is very safe and secure with cameras as well as many locks and even a security guard. So I am going to keep whatever vehicle I get next at this place, at my shop space. And I will then have my beater truck as my daily driver until my Rivian gets here. So I guess that's going to be the plan moving forward. My next van will either be my van returned to me, or when I get that money back from my insurance, I will then go out and buy another van to build out. So it's all a process. I have to wait for all of this. What am I going to do next in regards to a van build? I don't know. Am I going to do an Econoline? Am I going to do a step van? Am I going to get a Toyota imported fire truck? I have no idea. Whatever's a good deal is what I'm going to do. That's the God's honest truth, and I'm sticking to it. If anybody knows of a good deal, by all means, send it to me. I don't know if I'm going to jump on it, but I have, like I said, 2 projects that I'm truly waiting on. One of which is a project that has to deal with my Rivian, and the other one is the container home project. So with that being said, I'm definitely going to start the process of those, but one is going to take the Rivian project's going to take me about 3 to 6 months, and then the container home is going to take me like 2 years. But I'm really going to start looking into property, and I'm really going to start looking into what it takes for financially, what I'm going to need to put my own money up front, as well as what I can borrow from a bank. Like if I needed to get a construction permit or loan, then I'm going to go out and do that, because enough is enough. And I'm going to go for it, guys. Like I'm going to go all in, baby. I was going to flip a couple of these so I can have some sort of income. That's what my goal was, but things change. That's what I wanted to do. Flip a couple of them. Yeah, Princess Pamela's World. It's a good idea to kind of do any type of I didn't read any of your comments when I went on that rant, by the way, everybody. Pamela, yeah, absolutely. Have a kill switch. I didn't have one. Yeah, I know. Everybody was like, "Oh, well, you should do this." I'm like, "Guys, I didn't do it. I'm sorry." I really didn't think it was going to happen to me. I was, I guess naive in the situation. Sure. You have options, so deal with it. Enjoy. Jay, thank you, buddy. Lauren, yeah, I actually I may have to hit you up. I may have to hit up, Wes as well, about that. Because there's an electrical puzzle that I need to kind of put together, and we're gonna go into it. Is that the RR pilot with the heli chase vid? I don't know what you mean. GXR Joe. What do you mean? What is RR? Oh, you're Carbon RR pilot. That's what you guys are having your own discussion in the chat, which is fantastic. You guys talk it up. A transit connect. It's an interesting idea too. Like I said, any idea would be a cool one. Is that let's see here. You don't know my business status, but there can be an angle to do a person claiming against his company for the loss. Just depends who owns the van and if the company is hired to do work. Oh, you asked C. You're replying to C. Pala. Let me see what C. Pala said. Let me see if I could find this. You should get your labor because your build is part of your YouTube business. Yeah, it is. And I have business insurance. And when I talked to the adjuster today, they did say that I'd have to go through another rigmarole of a claim process if I'm going to try and recuperate any of that money, especially because I have an LLC, I have business insurance, I have all that good stuff. So there is a lot of hoops to jump through, unfortunately. We're going to see how that pans out. Let me catch up here. I'm getting a lot of text messages. That is somebody I just started talking to, so I kind of am excited to do that. Anyways, it is 7:20 now, and I'm going to probably spend another 10 minutes on this one. Wow, 100 this is a very large viewing party for everybody, so maybe I'll stay on a little longer. Ask some Q&As. Let's get this going. I did not even see the ticker up there of how many people were actually on at this moment. So if you have some Q&As, please ask away. Let's do this. I'm going to try to answer them as quickly as possible. Did you use to own a restaurant in the Washington State? No, but that would be awesome. I wish I did. I don't have your cell number to send a text. LOL. Well, I try not to give that out publicly for obvious reasons. But yeah, you can text me at 555. I'm just kidding. What was that old? There's like a bunch of songs that have phone numbers in 867-5309. 867-5309. No, that's not my number, but I've always considered maybe trying to get that number. Anybody know that song? 867-5309. There you go. You guys are all saying it. Yeah, it's 503-867-5309. No, 503 is the area code here in Portland. I'm late to the conversation, but do you think installing an alarm would have made a difference? An alarm, probably not, because anybody that's a good thief can cut the wires to that. What I would have actually done is what somebody mentioned earlier. A kill switch would have definitely made a much bigger difference. There's tons of kill switches on the market. Moving forward, what I would probably going to do, what I am going to do is have a kill switch as well as some sort of GPS tracking device, whether that's an Apple AirTag, whether that's an actual GPS device. In the new Mercedes, they have their own built-in GPS system, which you can get through your app and actually track it and do things like that. I'm sure my Rivian's going to have something that's remarkable like that, so I don't have to worry about that. But these older vans, I definitely would like to see people do some sort of security measures. I do have a agent that works with me for brand deals. And yes, am I going to capitalize on trying to get a brand deal with a security company? Yeah, you bet your behind I am. By the way, if you guys are new to this channel, I am very transparent about sharing information with everybody. I am very much an open book when it comes to if I'm getting paid for something. I don't shy away or hide from any of that. If I get paid for something, I'm going to tell you guys. I also just admitted to all of you that I have an agent working on brand deals for me. I don't care because that is what I do. I am very authentic. I am very real. I don't care. Let's do this. How do you don't Van Life GK? Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. You don't have to send me anything. I'm not looking for anything. That is another thing that I also don't like to do. I had a friend start a GoFundMe, and I haven't shared it yet. It's not my style. I honestly, that was like the nicest thing any human has ever could ever do. He started a GoFundMe, and it's amazing. But guys, I'm not out here trying to get money from people. Let me see what happens with my insurance company. If I lose the entire thing, then yeah, I'm gonna ask for money. But that is what we pay insurance for. We pay insurance monthly for things like this to happen. And just a small $40 tile can be tracked. Yeah, I am with you. DTSFA. I am dyslexic, by the way. So if I can't read numbers or words, if I switch them around, then I apologize. Sophie, you are welcome. I love being real. Who here stole the van? Nobody. I did see the person. I did see them. So if you are a follower, you're screwed because if you do admit it, then I know exactly what you look like. So you'd be an idiot. Although they drove past. What idiot would drive past the scene of the crime? Oh boy. I guess an idiot that thinks they can get away with it. And they are so far. You guys just better pray. I shouldn't say this publicly. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. The cops better find the person before I do. That's all I'm going to say. That's not a threat, right? That's not a threat. None of my Econolines got stolen. I own 4 of them over 32 years. Scott, you're better. You're better than me. What do you want me to say? What's going on with the situation of the van? Lynn, I just explained it over the last 20 minutes. In a nutshell, I have not got it back yet. It is still stolen. The person that has probably taken it is probably, Bone, probably not a good idea to, incriminate yourself here. Just saying, because the police and my insurance company both know my YouTube channel, and they might be watching this, or they might be watching this on replay. So it might not be a good idea to incriminate yourself here, because they might figure out through the interwebs on, even if you're joking, it's not a good idea. Just saying. That was a dumb move. Because the police are very good at their job. And oh yeah, I have a friend in the Portland Police Department that is actually on my case like daily. So probably not a good idea. Oh, that makes me laugh. Can I give the Bone a shout out? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to actually now send this to Portland Police, and they can actually do what they do on computer hacking and figure out exactly where you are. How do you like them apples? Anyways, is it Boone or Bone? I don't even know. You just got lucky, Scott. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, though, at the same time, if you're in, right now the hotbeds for stolen vehicles are what? Big cities, obviously. Portland, Seattle, LA is good, really bad right now. I'm sure San Diego, Chicago always is a hotbed. I mean, really, what I was also told by the police a lot of times, what happens is, hey, John, actually, you know what's funny is I do have a motorcycle license. And I also, by the way, guys, my ADD kicks in badly. I had a motorcycle, my last motorcycle. was stolen. That was way back in 2005. Way, 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 way back. Um, yeah, there's a lot of hotbeds right now of happening with the stolen vehicles. Who knows? But Portland police were telling me, and many others have told me this as well, that they will steal vehicles like a van, and then they will commit other crimes with it because it's just easier to do it that way, apparently. So, I mean, that's straight out of movies right there. South Canadian. Whose cool hoodie am I wearing? Are you trying to show off the Tiny Watt Solar? Lauren, are you still on? Are you still on, by the way? Boom. Tiny Watt Solar hooked me up with some of their swag. I try to wear as many of my friends their hoodies on here as well. I think in my last video, I was actually wearing a Rivian hoodie. I bought that one. Usually I get free swag, but yeah, Tiny Watts hoodie. I don't even know. Are they available for purchase, Lauren? Do you know this? The reason I keep on referencing Lauren, everybody, is because he works for Tiny Watts. He's the one. If you order a Tiny Watts system, he's probably the one that's putting it all together. Him and a couple other people, I think. Oh, they are available for purchase. There you go. I need to get my Ghost swag up and running. I don't have. It's like I have a shop, but I have like one thing on there. It's actually, I think it's the shirt I'm wearing. Nope, that's a Brava shirt. That's another piece of swag that I got. That was Brava. I have the Brava oven. That thing is so cool, by the way. I cook so many meals off of that thing. That is not even like me trying to plug them. That is me just being like, I like this product. That was an awesome gift from Brava, by the way. Way. You know what? You know what's funny about Brava? They didn't even ask me for a video. They just gave me the product and they were like, we think that you're a cool dude. And I was like, I am a cool dude. Narcissism. I'm just kidding. I gave my van builder $800 up front and I haven't seen him. I'm so stupid and kind of angry. I would be angry too. Where are they? And do they have your vehicle? Do they have your van? That's even a bigger Screw the 800 bucks up front actually isn't bad. I know a lot of people that put down much bigger deposits with bigger van companies. But how legitimate is this van builder? This is a thing that I have been intention to make videos about this, finding a proper van builder, knowing your van's worth. These are videos that are going to be coming out in the very near future when I get the motivation to do this stuff, because I am so bummed out with my whole van being stolen right now. But how did you get the username C? But just one letter. There was another guy on here earlier, another person on here, How do you guys get these just one single letters? I think that's awesome. Bone, is it Bone or Bone? Whatever you are, you're still here? Whew. More power to you. You are a cool dude. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. If you want to give me a like, by all means do that. I appreciate any of the like and support that I do get. Anybody, also people that are just watching, if you're watching this, it's helping me and my channel, which is giving me enough love and support right now that I'm truly thankful. And yeah, it's going towards obviously good stuff, good causes. And just wait until you guys hear about the project that I'm going to be doing with my Rivian. I am not even kidding you right now. I'm looking right into the camera on this one. I'm not even kidding you right now. The project that I'm going to do is going to revolutionize the camping industry. It is going to flip the camping industry upside down and on its head. I can promise you that. And I will be done with this project before June. I can promise you guys that much. Oh yeah. For the 234 people that are watching this right now. Thumbs up on the video. Can't wait to find out more about the new project. Yeah, I can't. The reason I'm not talking more about it is because there are snakes in this industry. Okay. I'm calling them out. I don't even care. Not only are there snakes in the industry, there are snakes on the YouTube. Okay. There are snakes on YouTube that I don't really like, and I'm not going to call them out directly, but you know who you are. and stop stealing people's content. Stop making people work for you and then making a profit off of that. Stop having them film their own tours and then you putting it on your channel without paying them. Pay them if they are going to work for you, or hire a videographer. Have you noticed, anybody that is loyal to my channel, have you guys noticed that I am the person filming every single one of my tours? Do you guys ever notice that? There's a reason for that. If I hire a videographer, you will know about it. My goodness. What's my GoFundMe, Janine? I appreciate it. You can probably just find it by searching my name. I honestly don't even know it. Shane is the one that set it up. I love the guy to death. He did not have to do that. I didn't even ask him to. He put it on his stories a few times, and I haven't shared it. I don't know if he did anything else with it. He is about to call out a bunch of people, because I've done what, like 200 tours, and not one person that I've toured has shared it on their story. So he is pissed off. But I'm like, you know what, whatever. Like, I don't get bothered by that stuff. GSSR Joe, thank you, my man. Appreciate you. You know what? Okay, what do you think? The one right after GSSR Joe. I can't pronounce that name. Of course, it's always good to learn how to van build with you, but showing all online it will denounce where you are, what you have. As in, are you saying that like the reason my van was stolen is because I showed it? I don't think that's the case at all, actually. You're saying me showing what I can do, people are going to steal it. I actually put it online, and I've actually said in several videos, if you are going to steal this idea, I don't care. Like, ideas are meant to be taken. Give them credit. Okay? That's all. There was a video I did a while back. This is a really quick story, and I want you people to do some research on this. I did a video with Light Harvest Solar a while ago, and a long time ago. And I referenced in the video that Nikola Tesla was the one that created like AC power, I think, or DC power. Like, I think he actually did create AC power, and he didn't get credit for creating DC power. And Edison is the one that created DC power, right? What the truth behind all of that is that Edison had a better publisher and a better marketing whenever that was, however many years ago that was. And Edison got all the credit for that. Nikola Tesla was the smartest person in the room, has always been the smartest person in the room, wherever he was way back in the day. So he didn't get enough credit for what he came up with. From my understanding, Nikola Tesla came up with both AC and DC power. And it was stolen by Edison. Now, granted, they worked with each other quite a bit. But when push comes to shove, from what I understand, from what I know, Edison pushed Tesla out when he didn't need him anymore. That just goes to show you what I mean by people stealing people's ideas. I don't care that somebody took my ceiling design, but when you go viral about your ceiling design, give the guy credit where credit is due. I took an idea from somebody and I ran with it, but I gave that person credit when it was my when I did my shower design. I wasn't the first. Are you kidding me? Listen, I don't reinvent the wheel, okay? I just showing everybody how it spins differently. That's all. Okay, I'm not out here being like I'm inventing something new. My project that I'm coming up with for the Rivian, it's out there. People are doing it. I'm just making it better. That's it. And that's what I'm talking about. Scott, you said it right here. You just said exactly. Edison was kind of a jerk. Yes, but nobody knows that whole story. I think there was a movie about it, right? There was a movie. I forget the name of the movie, but it was with Edison, Tesla, and one other. I'm forgetting the name right now of the third person. Anyways, oh, who is Shane? Shane Dennis. He's actually one of my good friends. What ceiling design? My second van. Um, Again, I don't care that you took it. And this person, the one that I am not like, I didn't call out, but there was somebody that copied it to a T, and he has tagged me, and I appreciate that. He did give me some shout outs. There was another company out. There was another guy that copied it out like overseas, over in Europe, and like it was really good. He actually did a hybrid between my van and Buck SD's van, and I wrote in the comments just like a winky face. And they then after that they started tagging me and stuff. I just think it's funny that you have to find them online. Like, guys, I'm gonna find you online if you're gonna copy people. And I've called out other people that have come up with like steal from other people as well. Sophie, beer's on you. I'm gonna go get a beer after this. Faux show. I used to be a people person, but people ruined it for me. Uh, wasn't that striping inside your ceiling your artwork? No. Oh, you mean the van that got stolen? Is that Renee that asked that? No, I bought that online actually. It was a canvas artwork that was really cool. I bought it for like $38 on Amazon. Super cool idea. I love that idea. If anybody wants to take that one, just give me credit. Boom. No, I'm just kidding. I bought a canvas. I did a video on it. I bought a piece of canvas and it fit in the window cutout or the bed cutout perfectly. So I kind of just made it work. I used some super spray and I just boom. I used that as like a headboard. It was a really cool thing, and it went with the aesthetics of the van because I was doing mostly like a black and white design, maple with a black accents. Really, really cool. K Dubs, Edison pushed DC and made everyone think AC was dangerous. Also shorted Tesla 50K when he was supposed to pay him for his early work. Learn something. Like I knew that he kind of screwed him over. I just didn't know how so. I guess it was financially. 50K back then was probably a lot of money too. I don't know what it was, inflation wise, but man, if that is true. Laura says the History Channel has an episode on Tesla and Edison. I got to check that out because I am super intrigued by that kind of stuff, especially with what I'm moving into with the whole electric truck movement, with the Rivian. Like, yeah, you know what? You know what's funny is like the motor company Tesla, Elon Musk's company Tesla. They have open source, right? They allow everybody to steal it because he wants to make the world a better place with electric and everything moving forward. He didn't even ask for credit, right? But everybody knows where it's coming from. Rivian was very open about saying, oh, yeah, we are taking Tesla's design when it comes to electrical, charging and their battery system and just all of their components. They legitimately were like, we're totally okay with us saying that we're stealing it from Tesla. And their founders are Tesla. Like, whoa, their engineers came from Tesla Motors. So isn't that just funny? Like they're okay with giving credit where credit is due. Steven, thank you so much. Long time. Sorry about your van. Thank you, buddy. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What did Lauren ask? What layers do you use for your window covers? That is a great question. I ordered or I was getting hooked up from Van Made Gear, were my window covers that were going to be going into this current van until it got taken. That I was going to use them. Nomadic Customs actually now offers window covers through their person. I'm an advocate of where you need to buy certain things, go out and buy it. Don't try and make your own. I don't know how to sew. I'm not a seamster. And I just would rather have really good quality. I don't know exactly what they use, but I did a video way back when with van made gear. You can probably even type that into my search engine or your search engine and just like window covers van, and like you'll see the whole process of actually I went behind the scenes with van made gear. Super awesome company. I plan on doing another video with the seamster of Nomadic Customs. It's a couple different things. You can use like an Easy Cool, you can use the Reflectic, you can use a combination of them. You can also use either a wool or a Thinsulate. And then I would also use a Reflectic. So I would actually maybe sandwich the Thinsulate or the wool in between, or two pieces of Reflective with a nylon fabric. Again, that is a lot of work though. That is a lot of work with the sewing and the magnets in there. It's a lot of work. I personally just didn't want to put myself through that. I didn't want to give myself the headache. But great question, Lauren. I appreciate it. Rachel H. Yep, that's why we're there in an electric chair. I wonder what Rachel H said. I just scrolled up. Oh wait, there you are. Edison. Oh wow. Okay. Edison killed. I did not know this. I'm just reading a comment. Edison killed animals in public to make Tesla energy. Looks dangerous. I did not know this. Wow. That sounds dangerous. I wonder if Edison was, or I wonder if Tesla was a animal advocate, and that's why they didn't get along. Susan, no, they didn't steal their ideas and their engineers from Tesla. I think they had a very, from what I understand, they had a good parting of ways. I'm sure that it was a work in progress, and they wanted to create. Rivian wanted to create more of an adventure truck, and I think Tesla, back then they were like, okay, we're focused on their sedans, and then they came out with the Model Y, I believe, or whatever that is, the Model X. That was a great SUV, and now they got the Cybertruck coming out, which again is not really meant for adventuring, but they're going to make it as an adventure. Healing's Journey, super chat. I love it so much. Thank you so much. What do you got for me? I'm gonna grab a case of beer, and I'm going to have one with you as soon as I can. Thank you. Thank you. You'll be back on the road. Love you. And thank you. I love you too. Healing Journeys. I'm planning on being at Tiny Fest in March. Tiny Fest, if you go to tinyfest.events, all the dates will be on there, but I plan on being there in March. I was going to bring my van down there, so we shall see. If I get the Rivian by then, I'll take the Rivian. If not, then I will either borrow a van, rent a van, maybe fly down there. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to drive my 92 Ford that I just bought as my beater truck, but we'll see. Wow, Scott, I mean, you're giving so many Edison jabs. I love it. Tesla love pigeons and other small birds. I had no idea. Really? Is that true, Rachel H? Tesla was an animal lover. Well, then there you go. There you go. Maybe I should have bought the Cybertruck instead of the Rivian to kind of give a shout out to Tesla. How about doing an ambulance build? Your designs will surely be awesome. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to wait for the insurance money to come in. In the interim, I'm going to work on some DIY projects. I'm going to really get off the ground my Rivian project. I can't wait to share that with you guys. Again, I don't want to share too much because I don't want companies out there to stab me in the back, which has happened in the past, and I don't want that to happen again. So, yeah. Yeah, kill switch. I will definitely PMAG. I'll do a kill switch video as soon as I get sponsored by a company. Right now, I have my agent working on that right now on which companies we're going to work with, GPS trackers, as well as kill switches and other things like that. We're definitely going to do a security video in the future. So stay tuned for that. As soon as that happened, I texted my agent. She knew what happened, and I said, "Hey, let's get some security stuff going." Let's see here. Put a lot of interior shots on your van online and offer a reward. I'll offer a reward too. I'll give you guys some money. I'll give a person that finds it some money, but I think the police will find it. I'm still got high hopes. Sophie, great question. When am I getting a dog? That is actually a trip that is happening Do you have a channel, Echo? GSR Joe. Good question. Echo, do you have a channel? The dog is coming. I I have friends that live on a bus, and they just mated their two dogs, and I am getting one of the puppies, and I have to wait until the 8-week mark when they become old enough that that we can take. And I've not announced that on any of my vlogs or anything, but my plan was just to go drive down and see them and pick up one of the puppies in February. And because the puppies were just born, they're like 2 weeks old, and I was going to do that in my van. So now I have to figure out plan B, because I don't like coming up with plan Bs, because then if you have a plan B, then you're going to go after that. So I will now have to figure out what I'm going to do, if I'm going to fly there and drive back, or I'm going to drive a friend's van or something like that. But we're gonna figure it out. But yes, I'm getting a puppy. I'm very excited about this puppy because it is a beautiful breed, and I can't wait to share with you. I guess I'll share the breed. It is a Catahoula pit bull mix. I am in love with pit bulls, and I had one with my ex, and I am absolutely infatuated with pits. I wanted a female, size purposes, as well as I'm a male and she's a female, and that you know that relationship is amazing. So with dog to human. Um, Catahoula, I didn't really know much about until I met these people that had it, and it is by far one of the most like beautiful puppies I have seen. It's a yeah, it's you guys can look them up online. Catahoula Pitbull mix. They are really really adorable. Randy said, I like the box of Cobras idea. I'm assuming somebody said something in there to get a box of Cobras and put it in my van of security. Yeah. You know what? I think my pit bull will actually take that one as well. I'm not going to leave my pit in my van, but yeah. Did you have any security measurements on your stolen van? Chris Little, I did not. I did not. I live in a pretty damn good area, and mostly my van goes from actually, my van only goes from my apartment complex to my shop. My shop was all locked up, and it was just dumb luck that it was taken at my complex. Unless they were following me, unless they were, they followed me home one night. But since this building has been here, the one I'm in right now, I think it's been like 2 or 3 years. I'm the first stolen vehicle out of the lot, which is unfortunate, I guess. Dumb luck. I am working on some sort of who has something little. You asked that question earlier about security measures. I am going to be doing a video on upcoming security. Chris Little. I will be doing some upcoming videos on security measures, what I could have done to prevent it. What I'm going to do in the future if it does come back, which would be awesome. Then I will definitely put some sort of high level security in there. Whether it's cameras or whether it's GPS or whatever it may be, but you obviously want to make sure that you are taking care of your van, plain and simple. What's a really good for on the go hotspot internet? I prefer Verizon. That's who my plan is through. So I use the MiFi hotspot, or Jetpack or whatever. It for 3.5 years when I was full time, I was uploading videos all the time. I was doing, my entire work was online, and I never had a problem with it. And that's all I use. Now, I also use coffee shops quite a bit. I use libraries quite a bit. So, it really just depends. But an on the go, your monthly charges are like $20 or $10, whatever it is. Yeah, I really like the MiFi. If you really want some high grade internet, I would reuse something like a Wi-Fi Ranger, a WeBoost, or a Cradle Point. Those are all pretty good. Sophie, great question. Yes, I do have a name for my puppy. Right now, her birth name is different from my given name that I'm going to give her. But it is a 2-part name for me. And I'll explain. So Cleo is her name, which is short for Cleopatra. Cleopatra is obviously a very strong female name. Cleopatra, if you look up the meaning of it, Obviously, we should all know who Cleopatra is in history and all that other good stuff. The word Cleo was actually the last restaurant's name that I worked at before I went full time on YouTube. So it was the last gig that I worked at, like and like as an employee, before I went full time on YouTube. Or that's actually where the birth of my YouTube channel was at Clio. I worked there with my best friend AJ. He was a big part of my YouTube start, my journey. Another good friend of mine, Norris Ford and AJ Lusby. They were both very good friends of mine. I lived with Norris for a while. Norris is married to Mimi G. For anybody that is a Mimi G fan, she's a public figure in regards to the seamstress world. Norris is a very big person when it comes to seamster DIY sewing on both ends. So shout out to all three of them, and that's where Cleo came from. So it's kind of near and dear to my heart in that regard. So Sophie, great question. You bought a bouncy. You bought a bouncy. What is that? But I think I'll add an AirTag as well. Yeah, AirTags are cheap. I believe the Apple AirTags are like 25, $30. They're super cheap. I will probably get some sort of a GPS device as well as an AirTag. And then I'll probably also have some sort of kill switch as well. I like to double up. I'm gonna have to double up on security measures. Was it Blick? Is that the camera company? There's a couple different like Wi-Fi camera companies that you can get. Blick is one, Simply Safe. There's a couple other Wi-Fi cameras, like portable cameras, battery operated cameras that you can get as well that are pretty cool. Take a look into those as well. I will definitely take a look before I make a video on that for everybody as well. Jared Reddick, you commented and said the cop was far away from his car while taking the report. Called it in right away, though. I'm assuming you are responding to somebody else. If I missed your question, I apologize. But yes, thank you, Jared, for I'm not talking about myself. Thank you, Jared Reddick, for taking care of that, because yes, the cop was really far away. The van driving past me was closer than the cop car was, or his cruiser was. And no, he is not about to pull out his weapon and shoot tires out. That is really not a good idea to just do in general. You should not be, as an officer, they should not be pulling out their firearm and just firing it aimlessly. There were other vehicles around. There were other pedestrians and people around. And, that is just dangerous in every sense of, everything. So no, I actually did ask the cop in the frantic manner that I was in. I was like, do I run over there and grab him? And he was like, no. I was like, I really want to. And he was like, no, no, no. And I understand why he said that in the moment. My immediate instinct was to go over and run over and just punch my window out and drag him out of my van. But, I would have been sitting in the jail cell with the guy if I did that. Right. So you kind of have to go with what's your best here, or your best, whatever. Are you planning to do a stand-up comedy tours? Yeah, I don't know about a comedy tour. I'm gonna get back into comedy, but it's gonna be more of a side hobby, more of a side hustle for me. Right now, my focus is YouTube, as well as making great quality content for everybody. On a personal level, travel and adventure, which I vlog and share with you guys anyways. And then my project that I really want to, my Rivian project. I ordered a Rivian, and I really want to. This whole thing is going to revolutionize the camping industry. So that I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, the project that I'm working on will change the camping world, and travel world for that matter. Just wait. I'm telling you. Mark my words now. It is December 22nd. And I actually came up with this idea in the middle of the woods with a group of people. That sounded creepy. In the middle of the woods. No, I was with a group of people, and I was sitting around a bonfire, and I was like, boom, I want to do this. And anybody sitting at that bonfire, which was way back in like May of 2021, will know what I'm talking about, because it was pretty crazy. And they're all like, is that even possible? But it is. It is possible. Is it legal to conceal a firearm in the back of the van if you are? That is, it depends on the county, it depends on the state, and also I believe it depends on how your van is registered. In the back, I don't know actually. You'd have to look into a lot of different things in regard to that because um, I believe you're allowed to have a firearm on your personal property when your vehicle is a personal property. If it's registered as an RV, you just have to check on the legalities of all of that. I'm not going to speak on what is legal or illegal just because I don't want to incriminate myself here. I don't want to get myself in trouble. So I would check with local law enforcement. I would also check with the DMV. I would also check in. There's plenty of places online. I'm sure you could read up about it. Do not go off of Wikipedia because that stuff is not 100% accurate. Lauren, if it wasn't you, I would rip into you right now. Tell us a joke for the 250 peeps. You got a bit ready? My bits are more story related, more storyteller, like almost like a Burt Kaiser or like a Bill Burr type. There's a setup and punch just like everybody has, but it's a drawn out joke. So I don't have a joke exactly, but knock knock. Rivian. People keep on saying Rivian question marks. The Rivian is a truck, Rivian. I believe I spelled it correctly. Rivian. Yep. Rivian. You can Google it. It's a all electric pickup truck, and they just came out with an SUV as well. The Rivian project has to do with the Rivian, the company. I'm not working with them. It's just I already ordered one, so it'll be incongruent with that when I finally get my hands on my truck that I ordered forever and a moon ago. Fact check required, but it should be legal as long as it is locked in a case. And yeah, that's another thing. In some states, you actually don't have to lock it in a case, Lauren. I'm sure like states like Wyoming, Montana, I'm sure you don't need to have that thing locked. Like open carry states, I can open carry in Oregon. You can too, Lauren. I know where you are. Miss VKC, I'm glad that you Googled Rivian. Thank you. I do not get paid by Rivian. I'm not sponsored by Rivian. I just really like their trucks. I actually had a deposit on the F-150 Lightning, and I pulled my deposit to order the Rivian instead. I think the Rivian was a much better suited truck for me. Ghost Sniper, tell us a funny joke. Why don't you come see a show, and then we'll talk. Montana Mary, Catahoula's are intense dogs. Make sure you calm one. Make sure you get a calm one, or you'll have nightmares. Very luckily, the mother and father are both very mellow. From what I'm told, all of the puppies have a very low temperament. Very, very low temperament. Renee, you also have been on this for a very long time. Everybody, thank you so much. I honestly stayed on because I have over 200 people on right now, so I wanted to, give my best to everybody out there. I didn't want to just stay on for half an hour, but I'm getting hungry. I need to go to the supermarket and get some food. And thank you for all the super chats. And now I can afford stuff. I'm just kidding. I have money, guys. But thank you for the super chats nonetheless. Let's see here. Why didn't the cop chase your van down? Guys, he did. By the time it was like my van was past, my van was past us. It would like the way that the intersection was set up. There was no way. The only person or only thing that could have ever chased down my van was the Terminator. I'm sorry to reference a 90s movie for everybody, but seriously, there was no way that me or the cop were going to chase down my van in that scenario. It just wasn't going to, there's no way it could have happened. And it was such a bang, bang play. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, which was radio it in immediately, gave a description of my van, gave a description of the driver, and we were hoping for the best. I know they were doing their best to get there, and they didn't find the person at that moment, but they're doing. Guys, there's a lot of stolen vehicles out there. It ain't just mine. So the world does not revolve around me. I wish it did, but it doesn't. That is the most narcissistic thing I've ever said in my life. There is a good improv comedy scene in Utah. If you ever pass through, Jared, yes, there is. Actually, one of my favorite comedy clubs, which is Wise Guys Comedy, is in Salt Lake or just outside of Salt Lake. I believe they have two venues there. They also have a venue that just opened up in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, yes, they have a great comedy scene in Salt Lake or just around the Utah area in general. Other sleeper cities for everybody that is out there. Boise is a great sleeper city when it comes to comedy. What else is a good sleeper? Portland actually has a good comedy scene. Vegas, okay. Phoenix has a good comedy scene. I believe one of the Austin, that's not really a sleeper city, but Austin has a great comedy scene as well. Sabrina, seeing how you wrote all in capitals, read this, please. Now I have to. What do you think of the, I don't know how to say that word, vans? Apparently, they seem to be the largest on the market and hence good for installing a bed horizontally. I don't know anything about them and I have to Google them. So I apologize that I can't answer you right here in the live, but I don't know those vans offhand. I'd have to Google it. The largest, just because something is bigger doesn't mean it's better. I will leave you at that. What's for dinner, Jared? GSR Joe. I'm probably going to go to Safeway, which is a local grocery store. There's one that I can take a scooter to. So I'm probably going to hop on a scooter in this cold weather, and I'm going to ride on down to Safeway. And I'll probably either get it depends how hungry I am. If they have pre-made wraps, I really like their chicken Caesar wraps. So I'll probably get a chicken Caesar, maybe some bagel bites, maybe a bag of chips. I know I should be watching my weight, but you know what? I'm gonna I'll get back into working out soon enough. Oh, beer. Sophie said beer. Yeah, I'm gonna get some beer, maybe some whiskey. I'm a whiskey guy as well. I'm gonna get a good beer. You know what? I am gonna get a beer, and I'm gonna post on my Instagram that I got like a nice, beautiful 4-pack, 6-pack IPA, something, maybe a double. Maybe get a little saucy by myself tonight. We'll see. You know what? I'm gonna post it on Instagram just to prove to the people that were on my YouTube live that I did that tonight. Just for all of you out there, the 200 plus that are on right now, the many that have been on this, I'm going to post on my Instagram tonight because of the super chats of everybody that have been so awesome on this live. I cannot believe I did this for an hour tonight, but it's all because of you guys. FEMA camp. No, I'm not going to do those jokes. I don't do those jokes, but sure. They don't go over well in Salt Lake, I don't think. Attempting to install a furnace out of a pop-up. Good luck, PJP. So I'm out. So William, thank you. Enjoy the holidays. Happy holidays to you. Where are you electric bikes and why do you have two? See, Paula, good question. I have two because I was sponsored by the company. They offered me two and I took them. When somebody offers you a pet rock, you take it. No, I wanted two bikes. One as just a regular bike. Why don't I take that? Is what you're asking me? I don't want to take my $2,000 electric scooter or electric bike down to the grocery store. I've already had one thing stolen this week. I don't want another. No, if you're asking why I have two, one is like a bike that I would take off trailing or whatever, and the other one was originally my thought was to put it into my van. It's a folding e-bike, which is super dope, and I originally had my plan for my van to fit my folding e-bike. It was like I was going to show you guys how that all worked the week that it got taken, and I could not do a video on it. Boo. So it's all good though. Jared Reddick, treat yourself. Thank you. Get the second box of bagel bites too. I'm going to buy the 5-pack. Just order DoorDash and Postmates. You know what? I don't like paying the delivery fees. They're so darn expensive. 86 Toyota Granville. Wow. That's pretty cool. I'll be looking up Melinda. Thank you. I'll be looking out for my post on IG. It'll be in my stories. All right. I'm not going to do a post. I'll do a story. You're off to bed. It is late. It is 8, 9, 10, 11 on the East Coast, 8 o'clock on the West Coast. Was just looking at the Rivian and the electric camp kitchen. By the way, I put that on my order. Uh, they have to hook up. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, it is a $5,000 upgrade, but I was like, yo, that kitchen, if I was to build one myself, would cost me 5 grand in parts alone. So for them to do it themselves, it is very much worth the 5,000 bucks. And with all the the cookware, are you kidding? Worth 5 grand all day long. But yes, I did get that camp kitchen. Very much so. Wonder 559. Yeah, or Wonder. I definitely am considering, by the way, a imported Toyota fire truck. How cool would that be as my next build? Just saying. It depends on how much financial backing I get for the Rivian project that I want to do. Hey, oddly enough, when I just said that, Renee gave me a super chat. So thank you so much. I will put that towards the Rivian project and some beer. Yeah. Um, I found an E250 here in Seattle with only 36,000 miles. I'm tempted to buy it. You gave me inspiration. Steven, if you don't buy it, I'm going to buy it. How the heck did you find a E250 with only 36,000 miles on it? That is remarkable. Do you mind me asking, if you're still on, Steven, what the asking price was? And I can give you my 2 cents if I think it's going to be worth it. Depends how clean it is too. But geez, a E250 with 36,000 miles, depending on rot, I mean, that's got to be 12, 13,000, 18. Yeah. 18 grand. That sounds about right. Dog treats for Cleo. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I don't pick her up for another month and a half, but thank you. I will go get her. Trust me, you guys will see a lot of Cleo. I'm definitely going to be posting a lot about her. But yeah, 18 grand for a 36,000. You will send me a link. Thank you. You can send it to my email if you want, info@jaredtachi.com. I don't check a lot of the DM requests. I should try to check them more, but it's hard. It's hard to check the DM requests sometimes. But yeah, you can send me a link, either to my email or something. 18 grand is a little high. They're a hot commodity right now. I would say, I don't know, maybe 14 for that. I'd have to take a look at it, but that one's tough. The Bagel Bites, Jared, thank you so much. The super chat, thank you so much. The Bagel Bites, definitely, you might have overpaid on that one, Jared. I appreciate that though, buddy. Saw one of those Mercedes Mini Winnie 4x4s earlier. I like your name, Mini Winnie. Fully decked out for 300 grand. Come on. Not the mattresses. Please tell me, for the love of all things, please tell me not that Aaron Rodgers. I love how you're Aaron Rodgers, like your name is Aaron Rodgers, but your handle is not that Aaron Rodgers, because we all know the other Aaron. That's like somebody that was born in the 80s that's named Michael Jordan. It's the same. I always make that reference every time I see your name. Google the Revel. Not that Aaron Rodgers. I know the Revel, they're about 300 grand or whatever it is, like 200. But I don't like the Revels at all personally. I think they're way overpriced in my personal opinion, but I can get ripped apart all day for that if we really want, but whatever. Let's see here. Remember, dogs know how to unlock trucks and doors. This is true, Sophie. This is also true. A friend of mine just finished a beautiful tiny home, and it's up for sale for only 10 grand. PJP, I just gave my email, but can you send me that link as well? For only 10,000 bucks for a tiny home. That's crazy. I am shocked the tiny house market is as low as it is right now. 10,000 bucks for a tiny house. My buddy had built an amazing tiny house. He was trying to sell it for 80 and he can't get a bite on it. And I'm like, dude, this thing is worth 150 all day. info@jaredtachi.com. PJP, go pack, go. That's hilarious. The not your Aaron Rodgers. Who stole your van? I wish I knew. We're still working on it. I do actually go out driving every couple days to look for it and see if I can find it. Caravan actually offered me 40,000 for my van. 2 dogs in a van adventure. What van do you have? 2 dogs in a van adventure. And is it built out? Is it built out? Whoever said something, I think it was the $10,000 tiny house. If you want to put the link in the description, I think everybody might want to click on it. So I'll stay on for a little bit longer if you want to get that link and then go from there. Fact check the fact checkers. What a name. Do you think the Rivian commercial electric van will be the future platform for van life build? Yes. Yes, I do think that. I hope to be on Rivian's good graces when their van is at the point where we can make it into a van life build. I don't think the current electric van setup that Rivian has, I think it's called the Rivian Fleet. I don't think their current setup can handle a van lifer. With my Rivian project attached to it, it will be able to handle van life. I will say that. Just wait, guys. Oh, just wait. Just wait. By the way, thank you for asking that question twice. I just noticed that you did. Appreciate that because there are a lot of times that I miss over these comments. As you can see, I'm trying to read over a whole bunch of them, and I'm dyslexic, and my ADD kicks in every single time. I was at Costco, and a couple asked me to buy my van. Get out of town. There you go. It's not built. It's not built out. Two dogs in an adventure van, just a cargo van, Ram ProMaster 1559 wheelbase, extended, and it's not built out. Interesting. The Caravan offered you 40,000 for that, although it's not that interesting because Ram ProMasters, Sprinters, Transits, they're all hot commodities right now. They're not easy to get, and there's a wait list for them in a lot of cities and states. So I'm assuming you're building yours out, but did you pay under 40 for it? I wouldn't be shocked by that. If you paid more like a 35 or 36 for that, and now Caravan's offering you 40 for it, that's not shocking at all, actually. I've got 5 acres in New York for 18,000. Upstate New York is absolutely gorgeous if that's where you are. I'm assuming you only have 5 acres in upstate, but upstate New York is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Beautiful. I love it up there. I love it. Airbnb is pushing tiny house market up. They kind of lost the plot there because it was supposed to be affordable. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fact checkers, fact check the fact checkers. I just like saying that. Fact check the fact checkers. Yes, I'm assuming you're going off of what I said about what you asked. I'm hoping, I really do hope, and I'm the reason I'm so adamant when I say yes to that question about will the Rivian fleet be the new van life van? Because I really, really hope it does happen. There's a small chance that it won't, but I'm really hoping it does because I think that we just need that, right? I think we need it in the van life space, and I hope with my connection. I'll put it this way: my agent did reach out to Rivian, and I'm on their radar. I'm paying full price for the Rivian, so I'm not going to lie to you that it's a $90,000 freaking truck, but my payments, my bank account is not going to like this very much. Having issues with your 2006 Sprinter van. That's a T1N. That's interesting. Electrical problems. Whole dash blinking dead. You know what? My idea is to go on to Facebook because there's a lot of groups in the T1N industry. The T1N is the 2004 to 2006 model. It might be 2003 to 2006, but there's a lot of people that you can ask on that on those pages. My brother has one. He has a 2004, I believe. And I would literally just ask them, and you'll get a lot of answers through the Facebook group, the T1N Facebook group. I would just kind of look up a couple different groups and just ask that question, and people will be on it. Reddit is another good place for you to ask those kind of questions. I have not taken a drink of water this entire time. I'm getting a little dizzy. I'm in 75 minutes into this, so I need to wrap this up here, guys. Oh boy. You paid way less than 40 grand. Wow. Because I know the 159s are going for about 40 now. That's 40 to 45. That's probably why they're offering you 40. Sell it. I don't know. If you're going to build it out, I wouldn't sell it. I take that back, what I just said. Contact Tim at Nikhil's Nook or Nichols Nook for 10,000 tiny house. I said it aloud, so hopefully somebody will do that. Daniel, I just read your. I'm cleaning my house and found $1, but I'm from Scotland and stay in Scotland. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Which all-wheel drive minivan do you like? I'm interested in a Sonera or an Astro van. Yes, the Astro all-wheel drive. You can do a lot of things too. It's also on my radar for next van build when I get my insurance money. The Astro van all-wheel drives are really cool. If you can find a good one that mechanically is runs well, they should last if properly taken care of. They should last 2 to 250,000 miles. Some even more than that, properly maintained. So that's why I like those Chevy Astro vans as much as I do. You can. My buddy lifted one with all-terrain tires. He took that thing where I took my Jeep Gladiator. Totally crazy. Totally crazy. Yeah, glass water bottle for the win all day. I even have a Brita water filter. Heck yes. Looking out for the health, the internal organs. You paid 28 grand for your 159 with only 9,000. That's pretty darn good. Wow. 2021 Rivian Blue Book, $69,000 starting price. Yup. You darn straight it is. Also, the Rivian won Truck of the Year for 2022. They are barely on the streets, and they won Truck of the Year from MotoTrend. That should tell you guys something. Astro are old. Yeah, they tend to be old. So are Ford Econolines, everybody. It's okay. Still considering designing and building a prefab tiny house. Let's collaborate. I used to work for prefab, and those projects were fun. Yeah, I don't know what yes, I do. It's going to be more container based, but it'll be in a city more than likely. I don't know exactly how I'm going to tackle that, and I'm a ways out. That's the only reason why I haven't reached out to people for collaborations. But I appreciate it. Keep me in mind when I get to that point. Does doing a van build on a new van normally make the van warranty invalid? No, it does not. There are a few things on the outside of the van that will void the warranty, like putting on a Sprinter. If you put a door, if you bolt a door, well, if you bolt a ladder to the back door, that will void the warranty. If it's not bolted, it just hangs off the back door, or if it's on the hinges, that does not void the warranty. So there's a couple like weird things voiding warranty wise, but no, doing a full on build out does not void the warranty at all. We also had an Astro van that went over 350,000 miles. Yeah, they should be able to last that easily. Ooh, the 4.3 liters. There you go. I like that. You got it, Lauren. Thank you, dude. You stayed on the whole time. Appreciate you, brother. Well, I'll see you soon. Have Wes freaking text me, Lauren. Jeez. Cheese. I'm just kidding. Wes is awesome. Ron, that's a great question. Is stealth still a thing? And Lauren, thank you. By the way, guys, I'm gonna answer questions for another couple minutes and then I'm out of here. Is stealth still a thing? Yes, I do think it's a thing. It's not so much hiding, it's more about blending. So blending in is more of a stealth thing than hiding, which when I got back into van life way back in 16, 17, stealthing was a thing of hiding. You're hiding in plain sight. Now we're blending in plain sight. Blending in is the new stealth. Also not making it obvious. If you are going to set up camp on the curb of a downtown street, that is asking for a cop to come by and be like, what are you doing? Do not do that. So it's more about making it look like that's an everyday vehicle parked on the side of the street and you can stealth park anywhere. You can stealth park in any vehicle too. It doesn't have to be a van. Absolutely. Sophie, you're welcome. No, thank you. You've been on this whole time too, so thank you for standing on. I don't need a dog. I might not need one, but I want one. I've had dogs in my life. I love animals. I love dogs. Renee, thank you so much. You also have a blessed evening. People just don't get trashy and read the signs. Have you thought about putting a gaming PC in a van build? Yeah, I mean, my buddy, I forget it. Oh my god, I shouldn't say my buddy because I haven't met this person, but he was supposed to be on my gutted team. His brother was on my team, Brandon, and now I'm blanking on his name. Oh my god, he has a gaming setup. My goodness, what the heck is his name? It's a really great setup. I just never put one in there because I'm not a gamer. If I was a gamer, I could absolutely put a gaming setup in there. Absolutely. Why not? Sophie, I don't know what you were referencing when you said, yeah, it's Tinder. I'm torn whether or not to go brand new or convert an old something 1 or 2 years old. Aaron, I've done both. And it depends on what your wants and needs are. If you're going to use it as a part-timer, I would say, unless you have unlimited funds, which I think that you and I have spoken about this, that you and I are very much in the same boat, that we don't have unlimited funds. If you're using it as a part-timer, I would go more on the use side. If you're going to be full-time in it, driving daily or driving a lot, I would try to go more new. And the reason I say that is because you don't have to deal with as much maintenance. As a part-time rig, you can run into maintenance issues and not have a problem, right? You can use it as an adventure vehicle. But if you're going to be using it as a full-time rig, highly consider more of a brand new vehicle. Thank you. I will go get dinner and beer. Thanks, GSR Joe. I miss my border collie. I miss my pit. I had a pit with my ex, and he passed away recently, so I miss that very much so. Has a gutted series been released? No, that is a great question. How can you see it? It should be released on YouTube, the first few episodes, and then the last couple episodes are going to be on The Jump. It's an app called The Jump. JUMP, like you're jumping. The Jump is an app. I believe it'll all be streamed on that. But there will be more information when that gets released. They are in the editing process now, and I can't wait to see it, guys. It's going to be such a cool show, such an awesome show when it comes out. Sorry, East Coast drinking. Don't be sorry for ever East Coast drinking. I'll come and join you. Sorry, just came in. Watch the whole replay. It's a long replay, so you can skip through a lot, but I go on some tangents. You should find a review in the element build. I am considering an element build. I'm not even kidding you there. Again, everything's on my radar, guys. Everything. Which one, Ben? 9th? Do you believe that your van was stolen by someone you know? No, Manuel, I do not believe that. I don't believe that for a second, actually. What is this? John, I'm about to end the live, so you're gonna have to go back and watch what this is, brother. But no, Manuel, I don't think anybody did take it. With that, I am gonna leave you guys here. I hope you guys got a lot of information with this. I could have done better lighting in this video, but I was kind of just me, like, I need to do this. Corey, yeah, you can go F off. That's not at all. And if you knew me, you would also know that I would never do that. I live in Portland. Why don't you hit me up? Come on out. We can have a beer and discuss it like two adults. But I am taking offense to that comment because I would never do that. And that is effed up in every which way. And there's a special place for you and anybody that else thinks that, because that's effed up. And that pissed me off. Yeah, I took it personal. I did take that personal. So we were having a great live chat right up into the end there, buddy. Good job. Good job. All right. With that, Corey, man, you pissed me off. That was an ignorant comment. Thank you. Yep. I agree, guys. I agree. I just wanted to stay on to see if I was alone there. What mic am I using? I forget the name of it. I got it off Amazon though. Fifine. Fifine. It's actually really cool. I like this mic a lot, actually. Don't take your battery out overnight, although you can disconnect. You can do a quick connect on the negative battery of your van if you wanted to have a like a your own built-in kill switch, or you can just buy a kill switch. There's always one, Jared. Yes, there is. Go get that beer. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Yes, it sucks that it was stolen. It is what it, guys. We're gonna move on to bigger and better things. If it does come back, I'm gonna finish out the build out. You guys are gonna see an amazing build that I hopefully will do in this van. Hopefully, it comes back with minimal damage, probably without a catalytic converter, but with other things, absolutely. I can't wait to do that build. That's why I didn't do insurance fraud. I can't swear on this, but I want to say a lot of cuss words right now, Corey. That is exactly why I'm not doing that, because I wanted to build this van out. My heart, my blood, my sweat was into that van. And that is why you pissed me off with that ignorant comment. And that is why I can go out and have a beer. And I'm not going to say any violent things towards you, but yes, I'm going to go get Cleo in 6 weeks. For whoever just wrote that about Cleo. Can't wait to meet her. Yes, I am excited too. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will go live next week. Have a happy holiday and see some family, give some hugs, hang out with your animals, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to get food. I am starving. Later.